Last year, the Beaver running game was almost non-existent. As Eric Elkin explains, this year the answer could come in the form of a true freshman.
At this point, the running back competition's wide open, but head coach Mike Riley says that the true freshman, Chris Brown, is very much in the mix to get the starting job. But who exactly is Chris Brown?
He's a very smooth athlete. And I will say one more thing. He seems to have a good football IQ.
I see speed. He's a great athlete, catches the ball well, runs hard.
This is a cool guy, I guess.
He's not to be confused with Chris Brown, the singer, but of course, I had to ask him anyway.
How often do you get asked about Chris Brown and whether you actually like him, the musician?
Like every day.
Is that something that you embrace?
It annoys me.
So do you like Chris Brown's music?
Some of it.
What's your favorite Chris Brown song?
To be honest, it's the one with Justin Bieber. So.
And baby, everything that I have is yours. You'll never go cold or hungry. So you a Justin Bieber fan?
No, it was, well, I guess I don't know.
So the true freshman already not afraid to admit that maybe he's got a little bit of Bieber fever. I like that. Anyway, on a more serious note, an injury update from Wednesday's practice. Offensive lineman Colin Kelly hobbled off the field after the very first play of team drills. Ultimately, he was icing his left knee and did not return to practice. Head coach Mike Riley asked him if he was all right during practice. Kelly's response, "Coach, I'll be back tomorrow." At Prothrow Field in Corvallis, Eric Elkin, KEZI 9 Sports.
Last year, the Beaver running game was almost non-existent, and they're still trying to find it in camp. As Eric Elkin explains, the answer could come in the form of a true freshman.
As the Beavers progress through fall camp, one of the biggest unanswered questions is who will emerge at the running back position. Last year, OSU never really had a true starter for more than a couple of weeks at a time. But this year, head coach Mike Riley's hoping there's at least a little bit more clarity.
I hope it's not a committee. You know, what I would say is if it's one guy, that's good. If it's two guys, that's okay. If we can get 1,700 yards with it's one guy or two guys, I really don't care.
The newest guy added to the mix is true freshman Chris Brown, who said he largely came here because of the competition at the position. He's also put the pressure on himself right away by choosing to wear number 1.
Well, I picked it because I feel I'll be motivated to, you know, just be as best I can. So.
Did you talk to any of the Rogers brothers before?
Yeah.
What kind of conversations have you had with them?
I asked them if it was okay if I could get number 1 too. They was like, it was okay.
One injury note from Wednesday's practice that certainly won't help whoever's starting at running back. Offensive lineman Colin Kelly hobbled off the field after the very first play of team interaction. Ultimately, he was icing his left knee and did not return to practice. Head coach Mike Riley asked him if he was all right, and Kelly's response, "Coach, I'll be back tomorrow." At Prothrow Field in Corvallis, Eric Elkin, KEZI 9 Sports.